The start of another working week. Hello, welcome. This is today's show breakfast here on Slick Television Channel 37 with me, Patrick Salia. The start of a week, they come after days of up and down for parents, family members, and other acquaintances, where them picking them don't come out from the University of Sierra Leone. Well, also Multimagai Technical University, they don't do their own prior the weekend before or the week before. Outside and pass out hundreds of students, and I've put them in thousands. It will sound very one kind of way, but every year they pass out thousands of students from various universities across the country. University of Sierra Leone alone, they account for 3, 4, 5, or even more than 5,000 students every year. And you get Jala University. These are the public universities, for example. Jala University, you get Multimagai Technical University, you get Eastern Technical University, which are formerly Eastern Polytechnic. And you get other private institutions as well. So the number, they swell every year. And well, then they fluctuate. Not to say they get stagnant number of students that they graduate every year. But every year, the number where they graduate, when you watch the job that were available, the employment, you ask, whose side then give whose office, which job, which work base they go occupy, what did they ever do after they don't graduate? Agree, some of them already get job while in the study, but now they are just about 1% or less than 1%. The majority now first timers where they look up forward to having jobs or securing jobs. And now people learn to analyze, say, the job market na salon and the world now not they tolerate the course them what they do na salon now university them. Majority of the course them. About 90 or more than 90% of the course them. So the job market now not they tolerate that. So hence the need for recalibrate or rebrand. Well, I'll take you through the statistics of the number of students that we graduate this year alone from the University of Sierra Leone. University of Sierra Leone, by the way, comprised of College of Medicine and Allied Health Sciences, Commerce, and constitutes also IPAM, Institute for Public Administration and Management. Let me start as a training program, as a program for working class people, where for the go class even time, where they have for further them study a little, and as we then start more than 30 or so years ago. And then you get Fobe College, when at the original University of Sierra Leone, until the other campus there also come together. Fobe College, and all three form the University of Sierra Leone. And you get other public universities across the country. In Jala University, you get Multimagai Technical University as well, Congo Cross, Godrich, and Brookfields campus. And you get other colleges as well, private ones, where they exist in various parts of the country. But last week, we get a total of 5,301 students who graduate 2024-2025 academic year from that University of Sierra Leone. I go again. According to reports we get from the University of Sierra Leone, the number of students, the total number of students who graduate, are 5,301 students that then graduate from the university last week for the 2024-2025 academic year. Out of that number there, let me get Commerce and IPAM put together, where then constitutes 2,751. 2,751. Commerce will make for understanding about 80 students, 80 doctors that then graduate. Out of that 2,751, IPAM and Commerce will join. The doctor then about 80 thereabout. And then you get Fobe College alone. Fobe College, FBC alone. Now a total of 2,550 students. 2,550 students that then graduate from various programs, from various courses, from various disciplines, whether it's in the arts, sciences, and the likes. So this number, imagine we get them every year, how much you they expect for the swell na the job market, if at all the job they provide. But one aspect where plenty people don't observe, that Salone, unlike other countries, Salone, government are the biggest employer. The biggest employer means that they give job past any other sector. Whereas in other countries, or as it's supposed to be, the private sector that is supposed to be the biggest employer, because the private sector, if they boom properly, that means they attract more people and they employ more people, and if at all they get the requisite requirements and qualifications. The private sector, therefore, absorb majority of the people. But now, over 5,000 of them people, and they don't graduate already, expect them where? We'll go into the conversation with Nicholas Abraham Kamara, where a lecturer and skills development coach, where they with me at the studios, in an entrepreneur as well, and left me work for classroom business. Mr. Kamara, welcome, sir.
Yes, thank you so much, Slick TV, and thanks to all the fans and followers of the both Epic Radio and the Slick TV, and to the university. Congratulations, and although I see some social media reversal of part of congratulations, you will never congratulate. However, it has been a success. For every challenge, there are opportunities behind that. We want to say congratulations to the new graduates. Welcome to the new world.
to the universe. Let us take them welcome as well. Dr. Gabriel Musa Tomi,
yes.
The best graduating students now commerce from commerce this academic year. The set of students that we graduated last week. Dr. Gabriel Tomi are the best graduating medical students out of the 80 or so doctor that we graduated. No, not 80, right?
79.
79. Okay, 79 doctor there. So you are the best graduating student. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. You could make that through. Amidst all of this euphoria of challenges we'll get in Salone. Let's start with Abraham Nicholas Kamara. As skills development, I did talk to you first as a lecturer.
Okay.
Seeing this total number of students, 5,000 plus students. By the way, we'll go talk to Myk Berewa shortly, because the impost in November, precisely on the 17th, say government now, they provide 44,000 jobs every year. So we'll go talk to Myk Berewa shortly on this subject matter. But seeing, Nicholas, this number of students graduating for this year alone, what do you bring to you? And then we'll look at the job markets, the employment landscape. You see those posts already, people say, in fact, then don't wait for how many years, yes. They're without jobs.
It's a very big question. However, there is hope behind every struggle. There is hope behind the tunnel. Looking at the number that we graduated this year, it's kind of scary, but it has been a culture, it's been a norm, because of the colonial system, where we mindsets don't accept, absorb, and we believe. If I can quote Gisno, the Minister of Mines, say the quality or the wealth of this nation will rest on what? On the diamonds, bauxite, or gold, where everybody we papa they belong above to. Well, it depends on the quality of education and the causes of the present generation. It's a very crafted proverb. When you look at this crowd, it's scary. When you look at this number, it's a national concern. When you look at the present African development, it's a concern that everybody will get a human sense with emotional intelligence. For no say, this is not a government issue alone. This is not a political discussion. This should be a national inclusivity for sit down on the round table for see how do we absorb this number.
Why not a big government issue alone? Yes, agreed alone, but why not a big government issue?
Thank you. Because you don't say government alone is not a good employer. That has been the orthodox where they miss Africa. When you go to Asia, you go to North America, you go to North Africa here, you don't say don't shift the paradigm that government is not a good employer because they have statutory institutions and the budget. Remember 2 weeks back with the debate about this budget. Now they bury the budget for 2026. We don't know anything for BSF. These are statutory instruments when they use for direct, regulate, and influence with consumer behavior or citizenship. So leaving this only to government, it's a threat to all of us. For instance, you see the saga of Out of the Kush. Most of the, when we do research, most of the people who are involved into Kush addiction, these are graduates. Over 20% of them do research. They are graduates from different levels, certificates, diploma, degree, on to a master's. It might shock you. I was meeting shocked when we realized that even professionals who are going to addiction because frustration of out of not meeting the demand as a graduate. The thing gave this crowd share out people can participate fully on this one because I want to be a participator for telling stories. But again, this draw that the spirit of entrepreneurship, innovation, and mind shifting must be called upon as immediate as it is. The issue of saying not fasting government, not fasting this government will good this, I don't forget about the discussion here. These are orthodox approach. Yes, government then go to load now, papa. After God, they say that government. But the community level engagement, society development, and mind shifting, that's the new paradigm, whether the new normal like the Asian. So it's high time now technology don't bring to the world to be hand. So the way person they talk in America, you go for French television, channel for no they talk. But now a press release from White House, 10 minutes, you don't reach your phone.
6 seconds.
Well, I want to be factual, because I don't know the transmission. A statement from Russia, or a statement from Middle East,
or ECOWAS,
10 minutes, you don't reach you. So now I'm saying that you don't see the way of life. Why when people they develop, then they migrate from poverty to middle income, from middle income to what? Singapore. My daddy, they tell me a story. He was one time a student from Fobe College. Singaporeans, they come up from Singapore for can land, take formulas, take models as Sierra Leoneans. Look at Singapore now. It's no more developing country. It's a middle-level economy. Because they change with it, they do with it a mind shifting. But we are still on that on government institution, agency. If you not stop, when you push Kotofli Ikaya, I don't feel say we get much of ministers way affected. Because most of the beginning, they are well protected. From motoka to school, school to motoka, motoka to us. Now we are in the community. We see friends, family, church members promising young people they're going to drain around push. That's why me on campaign independently. I'm very objective that government has its own responsibility to provide that security, stability, and calmness to the nation. That is our responsibility. When it comes to this solving this graduate problem, it's not their own problem alone because no magic money for play. Thank God I say 44,000 jobs await. But the biggest question is, I wish my boss man for one of my inspirators, what was the magic? Where are they? Which industry will accept that 45,000?
I'll ask on that question.
Yes, when the industry don't emerge for accept this 44,000? I want to get a data say, as at present, you have more than 55,000 graduates who are roaming the streets of major cities, from Makeni, Bo, Kenema, Kalau, who are graduate, decent ones, they are ready, they are saying,
some of them don't
have jobs.
Some of them don't graduate for years.
That's something that there's a bank. This is UNDP research. Then go to Google. We have 55,000 to 60,000 graduates from the past 6 to 7 years before even they take power, waiting for what decent jobs, traumatized, frustrated, mismatched. They are waiting and study. The country not give them hope. The country not give them fulfillment of what they desire. And this so now bring it 44,000 jobs await. That way don't come out. Yeah, may begin first from the old one, but we don't wait.
But then there's not just five. Not just 5,000.
Yes, meaning we get 37 vacancies.
Yes.
So that 37,000, we pray that God they give government wisdom how this opening will happen so that we will redeem the young graduates from the suffering, depression, and mismatch of most of them. The courses when go study, they don't get no hope.
I can talk to you shortly, Abraham Nicholas Kamara, on the issue of career and pathway, and then the university their own responsibility as well for carve and tailor courses where they meet the current job market trend. They come to you shortly. Let's talk to the best graduating students from Commerce, College of Medicine and Allied Health Science, Gabriel Musa Tomi, Doctor. Welcome again.
Thank you very much for having me.
Firstly, take me through that journey, graduating as the best student from one of the most difficult course them, where anybody will ever imagine. How you get there?
Okay, so thank you. I came from Prince of Wales.
Ah, okay.
Yes, from 2018 as the senior school prefect. And then I happened for gain admission into College of Medicine, and it was a paradigm shift because most of the things that we actually did in our commerce, like it's not something like we did in high school. So it was time for you kind of adapt to another set of systems and all. So the key thing about to my journey was the fact say you get for give yourself the opportunity for be taught. You understand? You get for put yourself to subjection, and then you get for get people them we willing for teach you, and then it's just about how much you willing for learn. And then me real experience was one where I believe say like at every single point where I go through me journey in commerce, I will get an opportunity for give myself devotion, for devote myself entirely, and I mean the key thing.
Personal commitment.
Yes.
And this now one thing we always yearn for become a doctor, right?
Exactly.
Nobody not force you for become a doctor
At all.
Your parents are not a medical doctor or medical people, and also
At all. Well, my parents actually advised because every parent in this country go want either picking be a medical doctor, a lawyer, or an engineer. But it was just an advice. It's not like say anybody puts a gun
so
on
you've
my
been left to you for let you choose something else.
Exactly.
And what inspire you actually for let you take that one day? What make you settle for become this medical doctor you have graduated to become today?
Okay, so first of all, I've been inspired by my nature for actually give back to every sort of community while they're inside. I was thinking, when I was growing up, I was actually thinking, oh, maybe I could make a good engineer. I could actually develop roads, build schools, But then I find out, say, like, I get an innate nature for always want for serve others, for always want for be of service, always want for be of helping hands to other people. And then, personally for me, I know a lot of engineers, but I hardly knew any doctor like of personal relation to me. So I felt like when I was going to high school, maybe because we not get a lot of people in that field, maybe I could make a bigger impact if I actually step into the medical field than I actually go into another area. So that was the drive for me for make an impact.
And here you are today. You go through 7 years?
7.
7 years.
Exactly.
And almost 2 undergraduate degree in other courses.
Exactly.
Almost two stretch of other undergraduate degree. I can do mass comm.
And then you had a master's to that.
Well, I go do law back.
Oh, okay.
Inside that period. But just 1 year no more.
Yes.
And then you spent 7 years.
Exactly.
7 years.
You're going to pre-med?
Yes, so the course is actually 6 years professional here. And then you could have 1 or 2 years of pre-medical school, depending on your results we come with from WASCARE. So how good your result was and how good your interview was, like, now I'm going to take you to either pre-med 1 or pre-med 2. So fortunately for me, I had a good interview and a good result. So I was taken to pre-med 2 instead of pre-med 1. So that's how the course is.
You choose to be a medical doctor, you automatically will get for become an employed person, or you employ yourself. Which way you choose for go?
Okay, so first of all, I go like for really want to work for the government because I benefited from the granting aid, and I go like for in that capacity give back because that was my dream to help the least as much as possible because these are people who actually go need the medical care in every community, in every country, in every society. When you want to provide medical care, you need for able for cater for the grassroots. So now them people and they me want for actually give back to, and as you said, automatically the government employs us. But that's the problem because normally how it can be, it will take almost a year before people then go into service. For example, my seniors who were like last year, now only this October they kind of get into service. So you can imagine from last year, December, we then graduate or something, to October. So you could see that there's a
So you have to wait like for 1 year.
Exactly.
Just like how law school be there before.
Exactly. And
when you graduate from law department, you have to wait for 1 year, unlike now where things don't turn around.
And it's not like we get any other exams. It is just some amount of paperwork, some amount of government for just kind of, okay, certify these people, let them start for work. That is the only gap that we experience, and we think like 1 year is a bit too much, because the governments need doctors, the governments need health practitioners. Yeah, sorry, we go, you know, they even meet doctor day. So why, like, if you have 79 people in, why not go like put them into the workforce? And we are actually the workforce with the young doctors. And if you go around in the hospitals, go around in the healthcare facilities, you find out, say, now we actually do the work. So if we're available like 79 of us, then we believe, say, like, that is a very good start for the government fast-track process.
Okay, Gabriel, I'll talk to you shortly. Let's talk to Myk Berewa shortly, who is on the line now for us. Myk, now the director of operations, now State House. Earlier on, we'll be doing analysis. Mentioned to you, say, he posted in November, on 17th precisely, he say government right now, they provide 44,000 jobs to Sierra Leoneans, whether now they graduate them, the people that they graduate every year, or now other sets of people, or general. We don't know who side that number that they come out, and who side the job then they. Myk, good morning.
Good morning, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Myk. Good morning.
I don't know when they come up a little muffled. Good morning, but
you said 44,000 jobs that government they create right now?
not only talking, if you look at the World Bank report, it is there. World Bank said Sierra Leone needs to create 75,000 jobs every year for meet up the population job ratio in Sierra Leone. It said, but as of now, Sierra Leone only create 41,000 jobs. There is a huge gap for make we meet with job population growth ratio. So these are not my words. You can look at the World Bank 7th edition report. It's in there. So not to me talk and say then they create 41,000 jobs. I'm just re-echoing that the World Bank said Sierra Leone needs to create 75,000 jobs for catch up to the population ratio by 2030. As of now, Sierra Leone is not creating that. We're just creating about 41,000 jobs.
Who's the job then they? What's the job then they would create? 41,000 jobs, and then Nicholas mentioned just now that according to it's a UNDP.
My brother.
UNDP report.
The mining sector.
UNDP report they say we get 55,000 people that we don't graduate over the last 5 or 6 or 7 years. We don't get job yet still now. Then in a bank, 55,000 plus.
So Mecca come in. The first of all, you don't ask if certain jobs are there. I can give some update on this. You have to also understand we have what we call blue collar jobs and white collar jobs. When you talk about white collar jobs, these are jobs in our offices. Then jobs where we talk about like people that really graduate from universities who then go get. We say people that go work like banks, people that go work like ministries, people that go work like institutions. We get jobs that are blue collar jobs, we mainly are skilled jobs them. And most of the jobs here who they talk about are blue collar jobs then. My brother, the mining sector alone, you can look this up. Last year created about 2,748 jobs, new jobs, added to the 17,000 jobs already created within the mining sector. And now all the mining sectors that we call it, this report is found in the Ministry of Mines, Edede. You can look it up for see how they say if not true or not true. That is the work of a journalist for fact check what they say. The commercial agriculture no more alone for us. Where you take a look at within the Commercial Agriculture Producers and Processors Association known as Kappa Pulnado. Then say about 12,300 jobs being created in what? Palm oil, timber, pineapple, and seed production. Then jobs are not for people that waiting college, really come on college, but there are jobs for people that also waiting. Bro, the sports sector, the Premier League number for alone, they create jobs for people. hundreds of jobs. The tourism sector, look at what in the World Bank report poll. The new hotels are within the bill, the airports are within the bill, ecotourism, the cultural sites are more per bill. And they generate direct jobs them into hospitality. In 2024 alone, according to the same World Bank, Sierra Leone welcomed about 117,000 visitors at this country, which generate over $100 million in tourism income alone. This sector provide over 15 to 20,000 jobs for locals, with 40% of them are women and 15% of them are young people. The creative industries in this country, where they support fashion, music, all anything they create jobs for people in this country. When you take a look at NACIT number for sale, according to Sierra Leone Labor Market Info, you go down and dashboard, you look at the jobs about NACIT and NACSA don't create. They don't create over 20,000 jobs, mainly in social protection initiatives. When you take a look at infrastructure in this country, the roads the more they make, the bridges the more they make. Yeah, we take a look at the Bure Beach Surf Club jetty, the Takabuguma Chimpanzees Country reward the bill. The bridges them across this country, the roads them all don't construct, all the pave across this country. All these are creating jobs for people in this country. My brother, yes, I know certain jobs here, they are not enough. Because some of them jobs here, not all jobs are lasting jobs. They do some are quick, something are 3 months, 4 months. But these are all jobs that are calculated. Because they're based on policies, based on reforms. Now they create them jobs here, now people they put money in the people in pockets. So when you say thousands of people don't graduate from college, who say them jobs here, it also depends on what thing they go graduate for. If you go study peace and conflict studies, it's going to be difficult for you to get a job in this country. If you go study social work, it's going to be difficult for you to get a job in this country. But people that want to study medicine, people that want to study nursing, people that want to study engineering, sometimes for letting get a job, it's easy past that person when they go study geography. The police sector, every year they employ new police them. The army, every year they employ new army. Teachers, every year they give new PIN code to teachers. Every year they give new PIN codes to healthcare professionals in this country. They are not enough. There is a huge gap of unemployment in this country. But you cannot say government is not creating no jobs. There are no jobs. It is difficult to get because the competition is high. But I just want you for understanding, the people of this country for understand, say, government is working hard for make sure so they meet this population ratio growth. That is why we are expanding on agriculture. That is why we are attracting more investors for Canada's country. That is why we give more license to people that are artisanal mining. More companies will attract to let them come to this country, let them come invest. But in fact, when they come, all the companies there, when they come, if they open companies there, then they look for engineers, people them where they go need for work. If the agriculture farms come there, now people them where sabi what's in they do, now they get for employ. If tech companies come here, they don't get for go employ agriculturists, they don't get for go employ without get agriculture. So this goes back to with students, them back where they learn. You also have to tailor what you are acquiring, what you are learning for match up to the 21st century jobs some way day. Right? If you take a look at advanced countries, that is how people are learning. Now the jobs are where they're not a more of degree, not trade, not skill. When they see young people in this country who are just probably photographers who are making their living.
But
we see people
was that the calculation?
Country,
was that the basis?
Just makeup art system where they make a living out of that. So also person, you when you go college, you got to know what you learn. If you go study economics, you can. Of course, we don't get enough banks in this country for employ all the economists them. So these are the challenges. But I just want to let people understand, say, government care, government know about these issues. The president gets a metrics where he don't put out, say, want to create 500,000 jobs before he come out of office. And when you take a look at our 5 big changes, we are working exactly towards that.
Why you appear like, why they sound now like government want for use the students and dedication, say they need to go do the right course them, as an excuse for not providing the 500,000 jobs where...
No, that is not what I am saying. I know they say governments, not they say students them. Don't put it like that. I am encouraging students. I was once a student, and I'm encouraging students, young people in this country. Let me tell you one thing. In fact, we as government who for the provide, we do that in this country. Who for the provide career advice to young people the way they go to college. Career path advice. Advise them, tutor them. Now we know, say, when you go to college, now then jobs here they are available. When you go to college, if you come out, then jobs here they make, you get good job. My brother, no doctor not in this country where you don't know they will go. Because we need more doctors them. Yeah, nurses them when they come out, even though nurses them boku, if we not give them pin code, say, but the hospitals them where they are around, the NGOs the way they are around, they absorb them back. So this is why I'm saying, I am not saying the young people who for blame them waiting and they go choose. But you have to choose wisely what you're going to acquire in college. So when you come out, you go able to get job quick. Not a government no more responsible for provide job. In fact, Patrick, it's not the responsibility of a government to provide job. Government creates the enable environment for let job thrive. For let private investment thrive, for let the private sector thrive.
But over the years, Mike, you will agree with me that governments don't make the system for let people believe, say, if you not get government job now the most secured and at the absolute. If you not get job,
it seems to be the most lucrative.
Yes, the most lucrative. If you not get government job, then you're nothing.
No,
you're nowhere.
But that is what it shouldn't be like that.
But that's what don't happen over the years until date.
No, it shouldn't be like that. Now, because government, now the main source of employment in this country, now make everybody they rush for good at government. But it shouldn't be like that. Government for create a space wherein the private sector should thrive.
And because we get this 55,000 bank, this 55,000 set of students they waiting a bank already, they don't get job, we don't graduate over the last how many years. It's like say the industry them not the work. It's like say we not get the private sector where they boom for absorb them or attract them. Other than just they not go do the right cause.
I explained to you it's in both. We still get challenges them for private sector for absorb all the one them where they come on at college. Because and listen, Patrick, the good thing here also is it is also good we have a lot of graduates who are coming down, a lot of lawyers, a lot of doctors, a lot of engineers, a lot of social workers where they come down. It not be this so traditional. Now, at least young people are attracted to education. Yes, we as government need for create the enable environments now for the private sectors and thrive, for let them employ them people they are. It's it tight. That is why World Bank say we need to create 75,000 new jobs every year for match up to we population ratio growth.
And for now, we get 39,000 shots. We get about 39,000 shortfall every year, right?
You said what?
For now, we get about 39,000 shortfall. Because if we say 71,000, and now we create only 75.
Not 71, 75.
75. And for now, we create only about 41,000. So meaning it's still a huge gap. We still get a huge gap.
41,000 jobs that government creates annually.
So meaning we still get a huge gap.
Huge gap.
Yes. How will fill the void?
That huge gap, I don't already tell you, who certain jobs here they come up. It could be surveys. Yeah, it could be entrepreneurships. It could be in creative solutions, agriculture, mining, the sports sector. So all them jobs here actually not gonna be some any kind of jobs where, like I tell you, say we get blue collars and white collar jobs. It's not gonna be a white collar job. It's a blue collar construction, the roads, the bridges we're making around this country. So I say challenges are still there, my brother.
Okay.
But also it's a multifaceted look. If we take a look at it, students also who goes for go study, you get for also study something where you can where you be attractive. Look at how the world will go. You look at how you want to see yourself in the next 5-6 years. You look at what you want. But most of the students are back where they graduate to the one. Even if Mr. Say me, if I graduate, I want office job, I want to work in a bank. If I want to learn finance, finance and banking and finance, I want to work in a bank. I want to work in financial institutions. What if I don't go learn me? I want to apply on that. But then jobs and they're not day. Now that's how they say beaucoup.
Okay. Because
we don't have a lot of that in this country. That is why we are expanding. That is why we're reviewing policies. We'll get attractive tax policies where they attract investors for Canada, this country. My brother, it has to take time.
Okay.
But the good thing is our students are already prepared. So anytime when the opportunity arises, they're able to grab them easily.
Myk, thank you very much for taking time talk to me this morning.
You're welcome as always.
All right. Nicholas.
Yes.
What Myk say, you go down to the communities, with homes, communities, and then the very universities for create the appropriate curriculum for let we meet up the job market. As it is right now, when you go University of Sierra Leone, now only commerce and then get assurance of employment immediately after graduation. Only commerce, all of them. Of course, when all them get for absorbed and also, all of them would have to be absorbed. Because first of all, we get a huge shortfall of medical doctors in the country.
Nurses, even nurses.
Yes. So then they get assurance, absolute assurance, everybody will be employed. When you go to IPAM and Frobe College, you get the majority of them will not be employed.
Yes. So the solution is this, because I know we are on the TV, this is a whole mind shifting. That's why it's where I begin. Me and this director just get like almost close submission. The game, the blame shifting to government. If you not stop and just continue to go and get what you want. Yes, government get the responsibility as an orthodox paradigm. But at the new normal, they tell you now, say the mind shifting is about, it's a community engagement. There is data. World Bank advice say government and its people for create 75,000 jobs. When you look at your national budgets, look at your statutory institutions, it's not easy. When you look at the HRMO, recruitment policy, you look at the public sector reform, these are close friends. If they tell you the plan we can get, when you compare the financing of those plans, it's a challenge. Going back to the university, because of time, this is a call now to the current Vice Chancellor, a game changer, a good listener. But it has been there for do a recalibration of out of courses. As you well said, commerce, then the way about it, now 1 year, 2 years, stress more. It's short. Then you know, I don't see any doctor where the passages are not going after 2 years, not possible. If no one
after 1 year, doctor saying only 1 year.
Yeah, I don't say now, you know, I'm talking to the public, you're talking to professionals, not to me area. So I go for make things very correct. Then no commissions are able to defend. So the maximum 12 months or 24 months, any doctor, once you qualify, you know you work. If you government employee, private clinic, then they go take you, then they fight for you. Let's come where the problem lies. Frobe College. With all these present ones, we come also way, you know, get a good picture for represent Sierra Leone. The highest number of applicants goes to these colleges, Frobe College and IPAM. What is the role of you, this man, the university authority, and the parents, guardians, counselor? You see, sometimes government can try, or other people they try for bringing policies and laws, but they give them blind eyes. If I can remember right down from APC time, they got waiting change of attitude.
Attitudinal behavior.
Attitudinal behavior. That was a systemic and institutional call from the president. But the problem with this country, we don't look at our leaders as messiah or prophets. That was honest flag bearership, enforced Yes, I was a small boy.
Every year, then they block traffic.
I remember the director was Philip. At the time, the government institutions, the way visionarism as a president. I can only say anybody where God choose for be a president, not to put yourself in now God. I was a student at IPAM. When I remember the director was Philip, with the champion, this attitude change, the man is threatened, then I go up. How that thing die, go, you know, go, now go, no. And that's where we are now. Attitudinal and behavior change. Not only in our community, from the universities. Correctly, as the director said, peace and conflict was brought in because of what, the emergence of unrest in West Africa and Africa as a whole. Where we saw people, when first about to go out, experts from Ukraine, these are for go talk, resolve peace. That was what brings about peace and conflict. But yet still, it's been 10 years, 15 years, 20 years down the line, students think that is the most easiest way to go. But thank God, the good news is, to the director maybe don't know, it was this graduation and land say from the submission that peace and conflict has been diversified. Has been diversified. Now they get area of specialty for ease the burden. So these people are not left out to, based on if they apply what's in teaching. I was so amazed that within peace and conflict, and there is special work in international relations, special work on something unique. We make them not only, maybe they just need for recalibrate or redo the name of our peace and conflict, but the exits. I was so amazed. Kudos to the University of Sierra Leone for rebranding that ending. For instance, where you go IPAM now,
all boil down to the same white collar job we all talk about. Instead of skills, where more or less, for example, Dr. Tomina Aso, or welding, carpentry, then craftsman. I listened to Ben Kefala in a submission one public event. He say on a wedding,
yes.
They spent 15,000 millions for just makeup. 15 million millions for just makeup.
Like I say, I'm calling the universities now. It's a wake-up call because Fobe College, IPAM, and Commerce has been seen as the citadel of learning. The shifting of the current applicants for not looking at other alternatives, that's a worrisome thing. What is the advantage now for University of Sierra Leone Authority? Change, formalize the informal courses to informal technical courses. If I can quote Dr. Taki, he said, by the look of things, what will happen at Sierra Leone, by next year, University of Sierra Leone, they introduce what they call creative arts with technical something, because in that program, like I said, the 2 days I was there, we get some performance, artists, this, that, which is so amazing. Before Pastor go corpus, we not to graduate for can perform. But we saw that. The Vice Chancellor in his speech there, when you read that, but the funniest thing again, and the most crazy thing, that's why systems are not working and processes don't absorb by those who the processes have been targeted to the listening years. Rightly, like what the director say here, the Vice Chancellor is calling on, he called upon all guardians. Because of the economic challenges, the systemic challenges when they go face to the wall, that graduates don't just go to after 4 years and forget that nothing informal skills. In this time, AI is a threat, but it's an opportunity for all of us here. When you read this report, in speech, I was charged that indeed the university gets a visionary. But will there be an acceptance of those students whom the man they govern? Yes, he can still go read social works. If he reads social works, there is close to social media optimizer. If you read social work, there's an opportunity to become a public relations person. But the mindset, that's why I'm saying this is not university. The university gets a small problem because if we're not changing them course there now, we name them, we adjust them for people at the current demand of the.
So what about integrating, for example, course them? Over the time until now maybe even right now, say this whatever they obtain from Milton Magai, it's not as respected as what you do obtain from.
Yes.
Even if na peace and conflict you study in Fobe College, somebody graduates with engineering, na Milton Magai. If Fobe College paper, then they respect and pass Milton Magai.
Yes, because let me get the call upon and say.
Even when a technical course, they possibly.
Well, let me tell you this. Another big issue.
The society don't carve education to that way. Instead of hands-on skills, now more or less based on name, and then Usai will get you paper, and the paper itself, not just paper they want. Which you use the paper for, no matter. That's how the society don't turn out.
Not the code, but the man inside the code. So that's why I give a simple phrase like mismatch of labor. Labor mismatch is a whole topic of discussion. what is the way forward now for students? Already, we talk to you in this week, some other day, peace and conflict. No, don't lose hope. The only thing we do now, within your course, go and learn soft skills that we are not being taught. Even we are the talk to you, nobody will teach me soft skills within the university. But I saw digital entrepreneurship as emerging threats. So me, on professionals, I don't teach entrepreneurship. This by His grace is 13 years. I don't teach entrepreneurship. But nobody will teach me digital entrepreneurship. What do? 3 years down the line, I pay for online courses, I have for fly, for go do short courses, for merge what with the nutrient. So I'm calling on those students who have already missed the path, based on curriculum flagging, or passion, or what's a peer group influence. Someone go in law. You know, if he believes if you go do course na IPAM, then go take a for go do law. You go do course na College of Medicine, you go end up for do a lawyer. These are all curriculum mismatch. But now we don't see the part that people you come out as a medical doctor. This might be applying for go do in law, then they take a day. But there are no guidance counselor say, wait, want go do law. Most of the peace and conflict too. Social works. Their real dream is to become lawyers. Because there are nobody who taught them, who guide them that. It doesn't mean say pass you go do social work before you take it for go do law. So now the way forward is go back or go now and recalibrate, readjust for learn the soft skills. Digital marketing, branding, social media, or social commerce.
Carpentry, welding.
Well, the pride now. There comes to the pride. We look at the problem and solutions. Go down as you don't take it 4 years now. For go down carpentry is 6 months, 1 year, you don't begin. With the 4 years, they always say, please, let's don't lose hope. 4 years at the university is not a waste of time. There's a proverb where say, the time a butcherman takes to sharpen the knife was not a waste of time. Now 4 years, now you don't take for sharpening knife. They say a degree is just what a torchlight. What is a bright in the way for which the destination what? There is skills. So now the paper we don't get as a BSc Peace and Conflict, BSc Social Works, BSc Business Administration, BSc all projects for the first time. Now this country, IPAM as a leading college, when me day, I so glad that they give opportunity to young lecturers. We know, now we write the curriculum for entrepreneurship. When we start, people say, no, there is no need for go study entrepreneurship. Everybody can be an entrepreneur. We argued it. Myself, Dr. Ude, we argue to a high profile at IPAM. We say, no. IPAM, entrepreneurship is a course on its own. I mean, specialized as a master's. I spent 3 years in China for studying entrepreneurship alone. The modules, over 32 modules. We argue, but God make IPAM by then, the may God bless her, Professor Morgan, give me a chance. Now, entrepreneurship, we started with just, first set was less than 50 people, and first set for good. The first set, now first set, but now, naturally, the second set, third set, now we get up to 300 voluntary people are going now without coercion, without influence, for going to read with BSc in entrepreneurship and innovation.
Okay.
The call is now, graduates must seek soft skills, side by side. No wait for government, no wait for your papa, no wait for your mama, because the responsibility and the pain when they go through now, nobody knows. It's only them. I
can assure you, Usa students right now, no matter the level of education I get, every other PhD holders, double master's degree holder, or what have you, president or whoever in this country, Nicholas we students also, when an entrepreneur, with all the huge amounts of money we don't go spend for study, don't go learn in book, we therefore need Dr. Tommy in service. But no, Dr. Tommy not therefore need most of we service them. Not so?
I don't think that's great.
You don't therefore need most of we service them.
Well,
but we all therefore need your service.
Exactly.
We all therefore need your service.
Exactly.
And I don't think say the plan for go do any further study, maybe in something else anytime soon, yes?
So
because it is the trend now. So man, we don't go do first degree, we go do masters, you go do double masters. In the end, it's somehow to the same thing back where they spend plenty money for the use for maybe start business. You go use them for study, much more white collar courses.
Yes.
With at the same side they end up.
No feature.
So well, when it comes to medicine, like it's a very vast, enormous field. So most of the time, like when people hear the word you've graduated with MBCHB, they kind of feel like say that's the be all end all, but that's not the case. We self get a lot for where they come out from here for each post for medical officer, because you actually have to spend 2 years working as an out officer before you turn a medical officer. And then after that, you have to go to places where you want to do a specialty. As you've said, it's just like when you talk about masters in a particular field and all the likes.
Like doing gynecology.
Exactly.
Or
so there's a lot of things for do, but notwithstanding, medical doctors as well could actually involve in other fields. Them, you know, you could involve in IT, because that's the trend now. Because the world is getting digitalized. You know, most of the time people can actually feel like, say, oh, AI is coming to replace doctors very soon and all the likes. So, but the key thing here is like AI not get for replace the doctors now. Doctors already use AI and they get for replace those doctors. So it's incumbent on doctors them as well, like I say, like for go in search of skills them within at the outside world, bring them actually into medicine, like skills like entrepreneurship skills. Doctor can actually be an entrepreneur as well, you know. And there's a lot of opinion.
I see one medical doctor, Awunoga.
Yeah, exactly.
Dr. Awunoga.
So Dr. Awunoga even gets a studio, gets a digital. So all of these things, because you find out, say, the social media space, most professionals are not there. So the people there, they actually give the opinion on professional advice. Not to people that will get any specialty in them fields in the. So imagine if a doctor is the one giving professional advice on the health-related topics on social media. It makes sense than somebody like we not even know anything about
just
medicine.
Just go take the space because
yes, because it gets huge social media following and all of that. So these are all areas where doctors.
I see this guy in Nigeria, for example, a pro doctor.
Exactly.
A medical doctor using the social media space for enhanced knowledge.
Exactly.
That kind
so we need that Sierra Leone.
Exactly.
But just at the good time, you look at I share flyers on digital liberation. It was a dream. Because I get my vision digital tech up. See, I look at the gap between the university and what the university wants. So we create this. Maybe first they come together for this AI training, basic ICT. Because Patrick, for the past 5 years, I was shocked and amazed that we get graduates away, even for we give them mouse, they hand a trimble. They don't have basic computer skills. And now we are not even talking about basic computer skills, we're talking about AI. So how could you utilize and apply AI when you don't even get basic computer skills? So we did a meeting for share flags. So when we get the flag, I said, this is going to haunt you tomorrow. Because it's a whole story that 5 years, graduates and fees, especially then professional courses like the medicals, the lawyers, fees, and don't need ICT. And they are the most people who need ICT now. Because what thing you want to go now, they get e-medicine, e-learning. You understand? We get artificial intelligence, we get then robotic cases. So a lawyer needs computer more than any other person now, because there are times go for Canada in this country for interpret cases, and they tell you no one paper. Everything must be done at online.
So if you know to medical doctor today, Dr. Tommy, what you need for be as we speak right now? Who says you don't so?
I'll be an engineer.
Engineer.
Yes.
So alternatively, both ways for not earning automatic job. Or you create one for yourself.
Exactly. So that's the thing. I feel like we within these professional jobs, actually we get a responsibility for actually create jobs as well. Because if you don't think an entrepreneurship mindset, if you just think, okay, government is going to employ, government is going to do that, like you will actually always be caging yourself, you know. Because I have a friend like in class. Even when before we actually graduate, he has this lifeblood thing where that they actually try for cater for people try for donate blood so that they will save another lives. You know, this is not the trend I think we all for think, because like you said, government will automatically employ me if I be a medical doctor or an engineer. But myself for actually think in ways like myself we able to employ that.
So while you work for government, you can set up your own business and create employment for other people.
God bless you.
And the interesting part these days that you get people that no go university. Then they employ university graduates.
Yes. That's a mismatch.
Anyways, 072 500 442. You will call me and join the conversation. This Now Today Show breakfast on Slick Television. We discuss the issue of the over 5,000 students that we don't graduate already last week alone from the university alone. That's not inside the number of other students that we don't graduate from other universities, private and public across the country.
The EBK.
Yes,
MMTU,
Unimark and all that. Good morning. You name inside the call from, please.
Good morning. I'm Abdul Karim. I call from A Station.
Yes, go on, sir.
I listened to the conversation of somebody from State House. Thinking about this educational thing, let me look at people and where the moment and then a market, where they go to universities, they are really take huge money and put them towards them in there, this education, and they pay. Some man they pay 7,000. I must tell you, some man will get her, they need for going to classroom. And then mama and papa, they know they spend money up to where they picking and come out, then they come get a job and everything. And when we look at the different courses in the college, I believe the government for them go back to the drawing board and try for remove some of them in there and try for come with new thing away than those. These are easy ways for ways students can come to college and then forget the job. Because look at where we talk about the skills here. And I can tell you, some of them ladies there where they do their makeup, there where they make 1,000. They don't go college. But these are skills I always to say, if the government, through the Ministry of Education, come with them at the university then, endorse them, give them that kind of quality of, say, then Nigerians and other people in the key them. So be honest, students are not going to miss the march of going to for go learn something at the end of the day, even if whether they do in the pathway within the land, it creates small revenue for them. Then they will take 4 years, come out, you get for take another 3 or if you don't get connection when you come to college, forget the job, it goes very difficult.
Okay.
It goes very difficult. It's a shame to the government and even the Ministry of Education, because these are things that we don't look into keenly and try for we try for change 1 or 2 things and count things that we will say at the end of the day, one day they come to college and go forget to work. Thank you.
You're welcome. 072-500-4429, the number for call. We and join the conversation if you want from wherever across the country, across the world, where they follow me, or you can drop you comment on our Facebook page, Slick TV, and join the conversation. 072-500-442. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Me and Franklin.
Yes, Franklin.
I recall from River first.
Yes,
right?
go on, sir.
Okay. I'll let for listen to the program, but I just want to share some of my experience where they make plenty Sierra Leone and they able to forget job.
Okay.
Due to the labor industry, where they make plenty students, they come up from either IFAM, FPC, Unimark, or wherever from the university, they get jobs. That's some of the reasons they did. Because we Sierra Leone know able value the paper what they obtain from some of their university there, and that is the foreigners them where they get a company instead of they employ with Sierra Leone brothers, they prefer being expatriates, whether they decide to pay up to $2,000, $1,500, and all this money they return back to their own country. Why we Sierra Leone brothers today they know they get work. The Labour Congress know they do anything for we as Sierra Leone. Mona take notes. And then secondly, if at all we brothers them don't come out or maybe they will get job, most of we brothers them to forget say when they can at the field, they're supposed to learn something fresh than waiting they don't learn at the university. It didn't surface in that. Most of the way you get a job, waiting they're going to begin to think of because of say they don't see, like for example, the one way they read accounting and finance, banking and finance, and most of the monetary affairs issue, they prefer to involve into fraudulent acts. And when they involve into fraudulent acts, these are some of the reasons again when some of the foreign companies they trade with the Sierra Leone. We need to get integrity and be honest with yourself in any position where they uphold inside this country. The third part of it, where they go again like that, most of we the Sierra Leoneans no respect technical papers. And we will take and say when they upgrade me to Magai, Eastern Polytechnic, Northern Polytechnic, or wherever technical universities in this country, not knowing that they spoil the technical papers. Now, there is a difference between the technical papers and the professional paper, waiting at the BSc and the BA. So, therefore, most of the NGOs know they get money now for pay degree holders them, unless you apply with your certificates when at the ND or the HND, or if na educational area you apply with the TC or the HTC instead of the BED where are the best. So assuming When GC Bank come at this country, they be want people for work. When some of you apply with first degree, then they deny the first degree that we not get money for pay. A case extraordinary explain for now. That we not get money for pay degree holder because of say this is just a call-up business. We prefer HND and ND people. But now they don't kill down the ND certificate and the HND certificate. Now they always focus on the degree in the country. So how you able to get job? And most of the NGO they can then send packets at the case. So pass at the end of the day, now says you are students them say at the end of the day, pass you got to go do postgraduate diploma. If you apply with your postgraduate diploma, if you didn't know if any position come out, you upgrade yourself. Now that's a new experience. And next we know say Salon will not see you upgrade your educational system to standard. That is the Labour Congress not ever get specific amounts when I'm going to pay any of we graduates in this country, but we suffer until now. For example, you get your BSc, waiting the company where they work for, waiting one pay, now they pay you. Labour Congress don't ever work for it. If you get you HND, waiting the company need for paying, now they pay you. Why Labour Congress don't go to the drawing board and not say BSc, now 5,000 they start for paying of 10,000 at start. HND, now 2,000 or 3,000 they start for pay you. ND, now 3,000 they start for pay you. You know, assuming the masters will they pay you up to 30 to 25 million. That's the entire thing for making you able to learn more.
Okay.
Because how you attain your paper, now so you they earn money.
All right.
Also now, the international companies, even the local companies, they never value paper in this country, sir. That's a million contribution I will respond at this point.
Thank you very much for your contribution. 072-500-442, the number for call. I'll take the call them, and then we turn to guest them. Abraham Nicholas Kamara, we're a skills mentor and a lecturer as well, an IPAM, and an entrepreneur. I get the best graduating students from commerce this year, Dr. Gabriel Musa Tommy. 072-500-442. Good morning.
Oh, good morning, Pastor. How are you?
Thank God. You name any call from, sir?
But who work in this country? Problem now, big man business and one great person want hit 200 person your money. Take for example, what's the police station there? How many bikes will they park? They will say you don't park over 1,000, 2,000 bikes. You know how many room you don't damage? Not to all man, they come on university, one work, what you go study. I know Boku friends when are taxi drivers and Okada riders. Now, recently, the MP embarked on check hosts without the thief light. How many people they employ for that work day? You don't know how this economics, you want the way they read that in this country they go. Now, going to beach. We're going to beach, you know, say dirty day, then Saturday. Man, then they, where you able to clean that place. But the problem is with administration. I say one great big man want eat 400, 500 plus your money. In one grain, you want eat that kind of money. So for say job, not a job, yeah. Just like that caller, we young people that are farming, they do that, they pay with school fee, pay with college fee.
Okay.
That government provides job for them.
All right.
You take 1,000, can't put on a say one sell water. Maybe the harass will make you know ever sell water again.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right. The man say work with it at this country. Plenty work.
Yeah, work day.
072-500.
Work day. We can.
072-500-442. Number for call.
But
no, the work I mean that we get plenty for do.
Yes.
Yes, we get plenty for do at this country for solve the problems we already face. We get a caller. Good morning. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, your name and inside the call from, please.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Zainab, but the call from Aberdeen.
Yes, Zainab, go on.
That Myk Berewa, I'm not director of communication of State House.
Yes.
The word when you also about the holders, especially some certain causes, would have peace and community and social work. Like exclude social work because you really know the meaning of social work. Enough for talk so. Social work with the work both government and private sectors. What is about the NGOs? Then now we the social work private. What is about overseas? Social workers are involved lawyers. They're not talking about doctors because doctors are involved in important part all. But then not going to think of social workers they pay in thousands. Even salon now they get work both even the government sector is also social work. Even degree, no courses. Anybody will do in courses, now lack of choice. Maybe this person not get upper hand for go learn, for go study medicine or not everybody get the upper hand. You know, because the big man as he get the position, they say, because it's not really bad. It's undone. It's undone. These are competitive, very, very really bad. As I don't know what they degree because of the causes there. It's undone. Me and Shawaka will do. It's very, very relevant and important at this country, both government and sector. I don't think about overseas.
Right. Okay.
If social worker, I know social worker other cause. Now the two causes are the war me know. When they say if you start because it's from year 1 year 2, you have to start over again back now overseas. You get away for go overseas. You don't continue. It's undone.
All right.
But because we don't go do 4 years or almost years. Because their job, both government and private sector, the NGO, but now we social workers there.
Okay.
It's undone. Next one night is our public. It's undone.
Thank you very much. 072-500-442, that's the number for call. Will they take maximum of 3 calls now only, and then return back to the guest then? 072-500-442. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Yes, your name and where you call from, please.
My name is Mr. Abulai Kuroma from Ogufam.
Yes, go on, sir.
Because these jobs, I wouldn't say the great jobs. Because we, the citizens of this country, we don't see them because of who we don't have the job. If they go for a job, if you see don't get connection, you know they get job. The job they wouldn't see the cow in this country. I don't know which type of job they carry. It's a job they wear big plastic plastic like that the job, or now they job they always say they wear big plastic like the job, or that job they always say people they go amongst the church for bush for wait for people they big like that job. We want to do a lot of very sure that the job there. Which I did. Thank you.
All right. 2 more calls only, and then we close the call line. 072-500-442. 072-500-442 the number for call. Earlier on, we talked to Myk Berewa, Director of Communications in the State House, and I get Gabriel, a doctor here and an entrepreneur. Good morning, Abraham Nicholas Kamara.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Your name and where you call from, please.
Christiana.
Go on,
from
please.
Road.
Yes, Christiana, you're welcome. Go on.
Yeah. When teaching there, we don't come up this college, so we don't graduate. We don't cancel for them, we cannot go easy. Then people in there, for go to the college, also not the thing. But if they learn skills, electrician, this technical business here, electrician work, carpentry, masonry, it go fine. But the government they provide only thing and they look technical school. They don't want no carpentry shop there. Nothing on the day. Nothing on the place there. So they people will learn something. You go overseas, if you don't get skills then you can never do anything there. So I believe the government says prescribe or put things in place for them to so. So the way we learn skills. Without skills, you are nothing. That people they go work out and train up on nothing. You don't go able to get work. So I think that the best plan is so people they don't count spend work then at this country. They don't give them a chance to when they open and work then shop then for let people go learn skills. That's very bad. You will be a sister, you want to open pharmacy in this country, you will see other person go pay money go. Now the ministry they go bribe them, then they open your pharmacy. You as a sister who don't work in this country, you want to open pharmacy, they don't give you a chance. So then they will continue to grow. People are bad in this country. This is not the problem in this country. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Christiana. 072-500-442. Will they take the last call now? 072-500-442. We've got a call on the line. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Yes, your name and where you call from, please.
Me na Chama Mahmoud, I call from Wellington.
Go on, sir.
And I like what you that me brother talk. The labor ministry na one pandi. Worst ministry in Salon since colonial days then. We come to the fishing sector. If you go to Guinea, Liberia, Senegal, Abidjan, they get something they call contract paper. TTDV, this country will get dandy. And most people in the benefit, if we at least want a program where they tell you say the fishing company give the extra revenue. That's not to the government. But when it comes to the individual people, then the worst. even if you get injury, you get problem. Wallahi, and the union they don't politicize her. The union, the benefit, it doesn't pass the workers there. Oh. Hello?
Yes, go on. And summarize, please.
Okay, so now that, and some of them walk away, that madam cannot say that they know make a kind of check. But they tell you, if you this labor ministry, they call it talk so, people they know they work, we get 80% idea, but therefore go to work in experience. The government or the ministry.
Unfortunately, we lost the caller there, and that will be the last call we accommodate for this edition of the Today Show Breakfast here. That's on to me guest Abraham Nicholas Kamara, a lecturer and an entrepreneur and a business skills coach as well, and the best graduate in medical students for 2024-2025 academic year from the University of Sierra Leone Commerce College of Medicine and Allied Health Sciences, Dr. Gabriel Musa Tomi. So I remember when we go to school. From Becker, first of all, and first somebody in career they begin change. You sit Becker for go SS1. Science, you get certain subject the way you not pass and say you go commercial stream or you go art faculty or art stream. And there's so many career first they begin divert. You imagine junior term, how you from maneuver down there, that you for you appear tell like you have been that kind of students way from start are the same.
Well, I thank God because yes, exactly, I was that kind of student. So I don't ever get a reason for deviate from the games because I think by God's grace, I've always been top there.
How many of your colleagues want to be the Prince of Wales, where you see that one they change their life entirely from waiting them is supposed to be to a lower level?
Well, for example, like medicine, in my class, it was almost divided right to that half of the people that want to study engineering, half of the people want to study medicine. But like we graduates now from that class day, I only with two. So
like, two?
Yes, from like SSS.
I will also be in a class, a Prince of Wales.
A Prince of Wales who were like in class like 70 or so. 70?
Yes. So out of that class in a Prince of Wales?
Half of that class wanted to do medicine.
Half of them?
Yes.
70. Half of them be one for do medicine.
Yes. Even though some actually don't go study something else like biochemistry, biology, and then they don't come back into the field. But currently this year, we'll graduate now only with two.
Only one or two out of 70?
Yes.
So, and Becker, now one thing we change some of them paradigms, the shift in paradigm.
Exactly. So, well, sometimes people then just get for a look at the fit happens sometimes, you know, but also you get to be the custodian of your dream. Like some people then can be, I want to be a medical doctor, but at what length you ready for give yourself for be a medical doctor? Some man like when the push comes to shove, when he for let go of certain things, when the time reach for like fully devoted, like well they're not going to give enough for like reach that shift. And also you could also imagine like also sometimes it's the support. Some people them actually could want to be devoted as much, but you will get some families where maybe you're not going to support you. You get some students every day and then they support themselves, you know, and all of them things and they put them together.
And like that, one by the caller and say some students say, mama not sabi nothing. They go blindfolded mama. Mama they spend thousands of leons every year.
Exactly.
And you end up go with a degree with something and they get for keep an house back to for how many years?
All of those things. So so you could imagine like, you know, like because if you just study medicine, like we, for example, our curriculum go 8 o'clock in the morning, we come at 5 o'clock, and then you think about some other people then get for go hustle for make ends meet, because that is actually equally important because you have to eat before you go for study. So all of them things and they put them together, you know. Now some of the things and even from Prince of Wales we have people them will be say like go to go school, some man get for after school get for go do 1 or 2 things just for making ends meet. So all of them things and then they kind of a blockade, but you know people then don't go to as well some of them things and they don't climb over them. So that are some of the things where I think
that aspect of connection. how much you see that in your life or the field where you don't find yourself already? Because I've been watching one situation comedy where the teacher here one student, the teacher they advise the student say you have to pay attention and focus on the studies because now they have to make it gets
smart about who you know than what you know.
Exactly, you know the story.
Yes.
They say no, that's not what brother say. They say brother say it's not about what you study or what you know. It's about who that you know. So meaning connection, then they lead you. Then the teacher ask him, you say, well, who that you brother there? He say, no, nobody. He say, I make you not get job. So whether you go do medicine or not, sometimes you need connection one way or the other for like somebody need for only and for show you the way.
Exactly. So I think that's now one of the things that we'll need for change if we need for like grow really as a nation, you know. But fortunately for me in medicine, even though like I went into medicine, I didn't know any person when I'm a doctor, or I don't get anybody like that. But there are certain times then they will be say like what you know can actually drive you as far as to certain points. But then you need some people there now who you know now for take you to there. So like I not experience that much yet in my field because I get a lot for go, but possibly in the near future. But up till now, I just thank God because I actually had to rely on what I know to get to this point.
And not who you know.
Yes.
Nicholas, that's a play very big role right now. In fact, all over the world, who that you know rather than which you know. But salon, it's more prevalent than salon. Who that you know than which you know.
Yeah, that is Bishop tell you say your connection.
Which is why most people prefer to go do then certain course them, for example, with the CISO, because they know say for sure, not just the degree number the one, not just the paper. With how valuable the paper pertinent to the job, it no matter. But once they know people, the people then lead them to it.
Yeah, we get a phrase where say your connection determines your collection. So the job market, it's a conflicting thing now. It's a mixed bag. Hoping and dreaming that it give you the job we want, but your daily habits and actions they determine your job. Yeah, there's a connection problem here, but then to me more prevalent to the administrative and humanity. This is my way done so now. If you government employer, private sector they take her. So he needs less connection. But because of the majority of the graduates where they come out, now humanity and administrative courses they don't go spend them 4 years and 5 years. So indeed, connections they play. But to me, to you, degree plus soft skills and technical skills, you don't need government. You don't need connections. As I talk to you now, I want for your farm and tell the coach to say there are jobs. The informal jobs are ready and they can give you more money than the white collar jobs. But how many graduates want for bow down and look down their nose for go back to that blue collar jobs or informal jobs?
They see themselves too.
They degrade. Let me tell you the innovation.
They see them too degraded.
They make a skit now for Bay College. How many people learn from that skit? That when you don't graduate, if somebody will give you a job for start apprenticeship, volunteerism, no reject them. Here is me on today makes me about. This year I don't make me about 14 years in entrepreneurship, from backpack. Popo bag. Why they said past question and answers. I work from Calbato, take Ferry Junction, I take motor for counseling, grammar school, piece of ways, and wash. So no story to tell me about poverty. I dey balance poverty as a graduate. The problem lies on you and I.
Commitment.
The commitment. He said the word there in church. Devotion. People they want for be something, they're not ready for sacrifice. Bishop Terry say, for me, you know the length at which I go or I reach depend on the sacrifice. That's why that short phrase, no pain, no gain. People in the office are just a fallacy. It's what you believe, in what you practice, in what you work towards to, you become. But graduates and just, I want to become a lawyer. Yes, that's your dream. But how could you come, or how will you become a lawyer? We not practice the principles and sacrifice. Something everything is say comfort zone. Nothing goes there. For you to become who you want, you got to sacrifice. Economics and call everything. We are cost. Most of the issues will get a connection, no connection. Now because of people get paper, we don't even value the paper. Or wait to make up the paper and not get the skills, we match up the paper. So happy need somebody for link them up. As I told you now, I get inside me vision. I get staff at the big, I may not go. Because you don't even get graduates, you don't even get a degree. But he has some technical soft skills, a web developer. skills developer. You know, this technical thing that Bobo learn so quick that he gets an idea, I pay me to learn a degree. For me, he gets a degree now. But he has acquired skills that are currently needed. That whenever he tells me that they go, I say, no, but this job for stay, we train somebody with the be. So that's how I tell people, I say, the jobs are there, but because of that, we need to look beyond with normal eyes. That's why guys say jobs are not there. Although, yes, majority, the mindset and the orthodox planning, waiting to go take degree, so we don't, government, they can't give you job, then they know they. But they want to tell everybody now, the graduates, let them go down. SMEs are there to employ them. But the attitude that comes in, the attitude, culture. Remember this man? Why make what? Industries, the Indians, the Lebanese, then they left with brother and now with the same degree, they go take people in Vietnam. They go take people from India and Kaya. 3 months back, India they celebrate their independence. The consular say 40%, 30% to 40% of Sierra Leone what produce. And what would the consumer Sierra Leoneans are made by Indians or produced by Indian companies. But check in those industries how many Sierra Leoneans are at the top seats. Because of that soft skills, integrity, honesty, yeah, you know, premature exits. So these are the issues I'm telling you.
One of the callers mentioned that.
Yeah, and the things are the issues again when they compounded why we get 55,000. Bank of guys when they get job. One ego, pride, premature exit. You understand? If you get somebody who don't train, you want for groomer for be like you. After 1 year, 2 years, when you don't have a small thing, if they tell you, my family they say for go start my own business, my brother say the money they pay me is small, my wife say the salary they receive is small, the next thing I go to go establish your own business. That's why the same thing, World Bank gets a research say, Africa, now we get the highest number of startups for the scale up. Because me now, imagine now, I receive calls now all over from the 2 offices that customers are waiting, mistakenly that account the key. If I don't get somebody that don't build and trust, why they give all of them responsibility and that's how they go together. But here is a country where we don't build somebody 1 year, 2 years. If the commander you draw bench by you with shock.
Because you're not patient for land.
Yes, so the disaster now is, so people are becoming more frustrated. I'm on TV. I get big man in a way, get industries, printing farms, big multinational companies. Now don't do lines, they're not employing graduates. Because of frustrations, depression from the attitude of the previous employees. So look here now, 14 years of our pain and labor, I don't begin experience the same. Okay. So you see, say the bank they increase. The going man talk and say, we want to go now to then certificate, diploma, or at entry level staff the way I was. So when you kind of 1, 2, 3, I work for me. It's easy for go, but you go employ a graduate, if they can't dictate to you, they will ready for go after I don't spend because when you give somebody internship, mentorship for 1 year, 6 months to 2 years, they tell you don't sabi the work. Because when you do to in a training, the trainer waste resources, burning materials, waste everything. At the time you don't sabi, they tell the exit. So the employee they feel pain. This is the bad luck for the current employees and the current graduate. This is the bad luck. I'm saying it in national TV. That's why graduates sit without getting jobs. The previous one they don't left a stain, don't left a scar. Look at the Nigerian banks. When you go there, so before you go there, they operate at the top level because they take on a high money. If they tell you about the mystery, about lack of financial discipline, integrity, so as Sierra Leonean graduates, so you wonder what's the future holds. Okay. This is not government issue. It's not the university issue. Because they teach me business ethics. Like when they do business ethics. Everybody, but the community influence and peer group don't cause a problem for employment in this country. If we're not be careful, we are going to a bomb shell. Again,
you have to do with somebody individual mindset. Otherwise, Gabriel told me
devotion, commitment.
Yes. Otherwise, I'm not before by now for the smoke kush. These are the community they will all go.
Yes.
Cigarettes and the jack all carry. Thank you very much, Abraham Nicholas Kamara. Thank you very much, Gabriel Tomi. Abraham Nicholas Kamara, a lecturer, a skills development coach, and an entrepreneur and a businessman himself. So it's 3 in 1 person where I will talk to you. I get the best graduating students from Commerce for 2024-2025 University of Sierra Leone academic year.
Yeah, I just want to give you the last one.
Yes, quickly.
Sorry, for advice to all the graduates, please don't come out. The current training, go and learn soft skills. Now we talk about cosmetology, digital entrepreneurship, social media. Go and learn them in these small colleges or this. Not go be giving presenting and you graduates. No, go there. You go learn them computer skills, AI and everything. For 6 months, your life will change. There's a proverb say to increase your value, you must burn out yourself. Like you call it the main theory. Popcorn. in raw one, it's not valuable. But when you don't roast them, you get more cost. So that's the call now. All graduates go back into this tech or fintech or agro-check for good land short programs, 3 months, 6 months. The longest is what 6 months, 1 year for me add value. If not, the line it will still be there and there is no hope for you. But the government don't do best. Like we say, that man they talk about community jobs. I want to say indeed there are community jobs, but the graduates' ego and pride not to give the way for secure those jobs.
Dr. Gabriel, so
burnout.
again for the Canada Hospital for treatment, and family.
You're welcome.
All right, so look forward for the Simeon, well, Myk Berewa as well.
Yes, we will collaborate. As far as his entrepreneurship.
Myk Berewa as well, get for the come to you claiming for treatment.
He's welcome. He's welcome.
All right, thank you very much, Gabriel Musa Tomi, the best graduating student for the last convocation where they've been doing for University of Sierra Leone Commerce, a medical student now entering into the practice.